All right. Here we are. It is Ground Zero, Florida. I am your host, David Washington. There's the camera, not there, right there. Sorry about that. So, whoa, sidewalks and shelters. The ongoing story about the Pulse sidewalk wars and finding, creating, just having a shelter for the homeless in the city beautiful. And I bring this up because I was just going through some of my favorite internet blogs, and I came across uh, one that I refer to a lot. It's the bungalower, bungalower, and they had a story, and I'm going to share this with you. They had a story um, about the sidewalk wars that is happening. I'll put it there for you all. That's happening in Orlando. It's been about a month, okay? About a month here in Orlando, where the Florida Department of Transportation is painting over a particular sidewalk next to the Pulse Nightclub, where 49 individuals were slaughtered by a man named Mateen, who scoped out, who saw the Pulse Nightclub as a soft target and decided to cause chaos, mayhem, and carnage, and killed and injured many, many people that night. He saw it as a soft target. It was an act of terrorism. And it was a very sad day for all of Florida and the nation when this horrific crime happened. He did not target the Pulse nightclub because it was a nightclub known for its LGBTQ community. Again, and if you want to argue this point with me, knock yourselves out, bring your facts, not your feelings. Okay? Mateen target Pulse nightclub because it was a soft target. And unfortunately, he was successful. And so, to honor the Pulse victims, a sidewalk was painted with the rainbow colors, signifying, strength in the LGBTQ community. And recently, the state said, hey, we're going to paint over not just that Pulse Rainbow's crosswalk, but other crosswalks around the state. Uniformity. No more murals, no more paintings, none of that. Orlando had already gotten rid of the Black Lives Matter mural that was adjacent to Lake Eola. And it was just a matter of time that this was going to happen to other crosswalks, other roadways, other sidewalks across the state of Florida. And I thought, okay, this whole thing back and forth, it's over. It's not over. The crosswalk wars continue. And as you can see by this article, it's talking about, hey, you're going to keep on painting or using chalk to signify the rainbow colors in this particular crosswalk. Florida Department of Transportation is going to come and clean it up. And then it happens again. And it happens again. And it happens again. And so, and you can see in the picture here, if you're watching this, you can see how those people who are in disagreement with the Florida Department of Transportation policy have found creative ways to make sure that the crosswalk signifies strength within the LGBTQ community and memorializing the 49 who died. Now, there is an event scheduled for Sunday, September 23rd at 3 p.m. at City Hall, where the king resides, reigns. King Mayor Buddy Dyer. Remember, almost 25 years in his particular position. Um, we will not be erased. That's the name of the event. And again, it's Sunday, September 28th at Orlando City Hall. And organizers say that the event will focus on chalking sidewalks together and calling attention to the LGBTQ plus rights and the First Amendment protections. And there's the flyer right there. Very beautiful flyer. And this will continue again and again and again. And many news outlets will continue to follow the story. And the dedicated will continue to chalk over, paint over this particular crosswalk for the time being. So here's my issue, y'all. This same area, South Downtown, also known as SoDo, is the same area that rejected, not too far away from the Pulse Memorial, not too far away. I can walk it. You can walk it. Just recently, this year, this same neighborhood rejected a proposal, a joint agreement between Orlando City and Orange County, Florida governments to create a 300-bed shelter. 300-bed shelter that is very much needed in Orlando, in Orange County, in a former reception center, county corrections reception center that is vacant, that can accommodate, after renovations, 300 beds for those who need them, who need to be sheltered on Cayley Street, a kitty corner from the Supervisor of Elections office, adjacent to train tracks that actually have trains going by there. A lot of times. In an industrial area, this same neighborhood, the same SoDo district rejected that proposal. And that's the frustrating part for me because we've got so much energy for performative politics when a dire need, a significant need for a solution to our unsheltered individuals, homeless individuals, however you want to call it. When a solution was offered, it was rejected. But we're complaining. And I say we because, we are citizens of Orlando here. If you live in the city of Orlando, we're complaining because a crosswalk is being denied the rainbow colors, although you do have the Pulse Memorial right there, honoring the 49 victims who lost their lives that night and everyone else who was affected right there. The building still is there. And the county and the city has dedicated millions for a proper memorial on that site. But you can't take care of your homeless population. And I bet you the same people who are out here, the same people who are going to be at City Hall on Sunday, are the same people who rejected giving genuine help to people who actually need it now. A reception center renovated into a shelter with security, with services, a warm, a cool place to stay, meals, especially in these times with so much being pulled back as far as resources and funding from the federal, state to local levels. If there's ever a need, it will be now. However, you're spending this kind of energy for a crosswalk when you really need it to take care of people who are living and need it now. But hey, let it be your performative politics. If it makes you feel good, as it is with most people who support these kind of things, so be it. The homeless are going to still be there. They're probably sitting there at the Dunkin' Donuts right there adjacent to the crosswalk right now. But hey, we're used to performing the politics. This is, the land of Disney performance, whatever. Let's hope we could get to a solution in regards to that shelter. I hear rumors that perhaps there is a revived plan to make it happen. We will see. However, we missed a very good opportunity to at least put a dent in the 1,000 or so individuals who need the help. Instead of putting them on buses and carting them around the city all night. How dignified is that? Anyway, I'm David Washington. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Leave your feelings at home, somewhere else. Don't want to hear about them. Give me facts. Whether it's the FBI report on Mateen targeting the Pulse Nightclub because it was a soft target, or about the performative politics of the crosswalk wars. But more importantly, let's talk about that Sodo Cayley Street shelter that should have been a solution for the homeless problem here in Orlando. Think about it. Let's talk. Please like, share with those individuals, whether they're family, friends, influencers in the wild, those candidates and electeds who could learn a little something about what's really happening in these streets. You never know. I'm David Washington. This is Ground Zero Florida. Thank you for watching. Check out the rest of our content on our network. And we have a new show coming soon. It's called The Fernandez Legacy with my friend Mildred Fernandez, also known as Commissioner Mildred Fernandez. We'll see you the next time. Love you guys. God bless. Goodbye.